Nice to see you again. It's going great, and I'm glad that you're here bright and early Saturday. We can get this out to all your viewers, and we got a lot of great brand new announcements to make. Yeah.
And there's a lot of really cool stuff I'm already seeing in the case, and we're standing next to one of the things that I thought was really exciting when I saw it. So tell us what we've got here.
Well, to start, we're actually going to be focusing a lot on the DC TV series now. So we're beginning with Gotham. James Gordon, he's up for pre-order right now, and for the first time ever, we're showing Oswald Cobblepot.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, and he'll have a separate arm, so you can actually have him with his umbrella over his shoulder too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And we're also going to be doing Flash. We've got Supergirl and Arrow, and these are all being shown for the very first time. And I heard from our development team that Supergirl will have an alternative set of arms, so you can do a different pose with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And we're also going to be doing Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So there's just a lot of activity that's going on with this DC TV series, Artifacts Plus, that we're doing. Again, Artifacts Plus, 1/10 scale. I'm not sure if these will have magnets in their feet or not. I'm thinking they will. Okay. Again, all the bases that you see here are just for the prototypes, so they're not final.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really exciting stuff.
And then the Joker that you see here, this is the second edition. We released, the first edition had his foot on a crate with dynamite, his minions on the side there. It had lights and sounds. This time we're offering this because if fans missed out the first time, we wanted to offer this piece again because it was so popular, but we wanted to change it up a bit so the fans that got it the first time didn't feel like we were just reissuing the same thing over and over again. Because we understand that these are collectibles and they have a value to them. So this piece, you've got the red hood on there, kind of a throwback to his origins, and with a lower suggested retail price of $99.99. I think this is a great second release. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a wonderful sculpt. I mean, that's one of my favorite Joker statues, period. So very cool to see that get a reissue. And I love that new base. I think that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, I just the whole throwback and everything, I think it came together really well.
Excellent.
Our entire line here, minus Flash. Flash has had a few problems. He keeps falling out in our case. I think you have all of these. You've reviewed all of these.
Set.
Yeah, just recently, I think you've completed your set.
Yep,
so what'd you think of those?
I love them. Yeah. I think they're so fun, and it's a good price point for them too, which I like. But it's just a really cool throwback to this line that so many of us grew up playing with, which I love.
I'm not sure if we'll continue that line. Maybe we'll do something similar with Marvel. There's a lot of opportunities. I'm not sure how we're going to take it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lower price point, tried something different, and I think it's a good collection that we have here for the superpowers.
Very cool, yes.
We've got our DC villains, and I recently saw your review of Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, Grodd is so good.
Yeah,
yes.
I just love how that skull fits right into his hand there.
Yeah.
So the newest one to be arriving is Black Manta. We're looking at a May delivery date. And that chrome effect on his
I was just going to say that
helmet
chrome helmet.
And the back is just incredible. So from here, I'm not sure where we're going to be going, if we're going to continue to add more villains, or maybe we'll go into Rebirth. I'm not sure, but there's going to be a lot going on with our DC comic Artifacts Plus collection for sure.
Great.
And then another offshoot is the Harley Quinn. I say offshoot because it does have a different base, and we are going to be adding Poison Ivy to this. So again, Artifacts Plus scale, done in a slightly different type of, more realistic kind of face portrait.
Yeah.
So a nice a side collection, so to speak, and maybe we'll add Catwoman to that. So definitely keep your eyes on that. We've got our Batman and Robin 2-pack, and this is going to be arriving very soon, probably end of March or so, I think. Based off of the artwork of Jim Lee from the story of Frank Miller.
Yeah.
And magnets on the bottom of their feet, and I believe his knee, Robin's knee. I think Robin has a batarang. It looks like it went missing there. Okay. But hopefully we'll be able to do more of those type of products that are focused on certain storylines by certain artists and writers. I think that would be very popular.
Very cool. Absolutely. I mean, and it's cool too because like the animated Batman was one I really, really loved. But it's just neat seeing Batman in all these different styles by these different artists, all in that same scale of statue.
Yeah. Some of the core characters in Batman, as you see here, different versions of Batman, different storylines. I think it do very well.
Very cool.
Batman, are rubber charms, and they're just a fun little accessory for backpacks, keychains, purses, anything that you can clip on a little, accessory to. We've got a second series in the works with favorites like Nightwing and Red Hood. So keep your eyes on that. We're going to keep on releasing those, and hopefully they'll catch on.
Very cool.
And then for our DC Artifacts line, Artifacts 1/6 scale, our newest character to this lineup is Green Lantern, and I believe Green Lantern is still up for pre-order. He'll be arriving. We're looking probably around May or June, I believe, of this year. So, and as long as the response is still strong with that piece, we'll keep those coming out. I hear a lot of fans want to see Aquaman, so hopefully we can make that happen.
That'd be really cool. Kind of getting a really good core Justice League team there.
All styled off of the artwork of Jim Lee. I think it's a super. So for the first time ever, we're showing the Han Solo and Chewbacca 2-pack from A Force Awakens. These are the paint masters that you see here. Again, we had the Han Solo and Chewbacca from A New Hope, but I think this is, they're drastically different sculpts and looks, so I think they'll go well with your Force Awakens collection or just your original trilogy collection. And again, Artifacts Plus scale, so 1/10 scale collectible. We've got Rey and Finn 2-pack. These are just the gray prototypes, just to check our tooling.
Right.
There will be accessories for Rey and Finn. I believe they can hold a lightsaber.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. So you'll be able to switch out their arms to hold the lightsaber. And for the first time ever, we're showing Poe and BB-8. This is our 2-pack. Poe will, BB-8 will actually have a special accessory, so his arm pops out with that flame, like the thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
So, and not a whole lot of Poe collectibles out there. So I think we might be one of the first few companies to actually step up and get Poe out there. So looking forward to seeing that fully painted up. Again, availability and pre-order to be determined. We're showing these for the very first time. First time showing these fully painted, the Snow Trooper and Flame Trooper 2-pack.
Look at that Flame Trooper.
That flame is intense. It needs its own stand. And I don't know how, if the flame's going to come in parts, so you actually have to piece it together, or if it's going to come fully assembled. But it's massive and it's intense, and it just really just creates such a dynamic display piece, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So make sure you've got some extra space on your shelf for this guy, because. But it's also neat too that we're not just doubling up on 2 Flame Troopers or 2 Snow Troopers. You get one of each, and that pauldron on the Snow Trooper is removable. So this is one of my, I'm really excited about this 2-pack, actually, the Trooper 2-pack. I think it's a nice direction that we might want to head into moving forward. So, and then for Rogue One, we've got K2SO, and K2SO, his eyes actually light up.
Oh, really?
So if you push the button on his back with the 2 antennas sticking out, push it inward, his eyes are going to light up. We had it lit up, but we would turn it off because we didn't want to deplete the batteries too quickly. And then we got our Shore Trooper, Squad Leader, and Captain 2-pack. Again, comes with multiple parts, so you can do, I think, roughly 4 distinct poses. Kneeling, aiming gun, with gun relaxed. I don't recall all the different poses that you can do with these guys. Ball joints in the neck, so you can position, their head in different directions. And then we've got the Death Trooper 2-pack. Same as the Shore Trooper 2-pack, multiple poses. Ball joints in the neck, and you've collected many of these, so you know how well they fit together with one another. So not only are they going to look well with the Rogue One releases, they're going to look good with the Force Awakens. They're going to look good with the
build up your armies with all of these troopers.
Trilogy. It's the scale and just really the sculpt work all fit together so well. And then we've got our Death Trooper artifacts. Larger scale, 1/7 on this particular release. I don't know if you can see there, but the helmet is lit up, it's got the green LEDs going on there. He does have the Stormtrooper toy on the base. He can hold that in his hand if you'd like. So just a very dynamic pose as he's storming the beaches of Seraph. And then for the first time in public, we're showing the Obi-Wan Paintmaster. And I think that robe accessory is just the best ever. I know Hasbro did one before, but I think this is the most detailed Jedi robe that I've seen with the defeated Jedi robe, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or did he really let himself be defeated?
Exactly. I love it.
So just a great accessory to include with the standard Artifacts Plus Obi-Wan that comes with the hood that you can have down or up. As we have the hood accessory that you can put on there, so his hood is up.
That is so cool. Awesome.
And then for our, we've got some other Bishoujo. Bishoujo started out with Marvel, then we went to DC, and we've Star Wars. We did some Bishoujo artifacts, and then we're also doing horror now, video games, horror. So it's really expanding. Again, Bishoujo roughly translates to pretty girl, beautiful woman. We've got for our video game licenses, we've got Street Fighter, so we got Rainbow Mika. We got Ibuki too, and she's actually going to be arriving to retailers very shortly. Kill Bill, part of our movie line of Bishoujos. And for our horror line, we've got Edward Scissorhands and Chucky, and from Chucky we'll also have The Bride. So it's Chucky and The Bride. And I can tell you that we're also going to keep that horror line going strong, so you can expect a lot more horror-related Bishoujo releases in the near future.
Sweet.
And then just for horror, not a Bishoujo style, but just horror in general, we've got Jason Voorhees as an Artifacts statue. So just a very, very detailed piece. Again, this is just the grayscale prototype to check the tooling, but if you saw the paint master or the actual final piece, it's just, you've got the base there with the dirt and the ground covering complements really well with his outfit, and it's just very dynamic.
Right.
Yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
And then for our Marvel Bishoujo line, first time ever, we're showing Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So sculpt is just impeccable. I just think it's really nice looking.
I love the way like the ribbons are kind of flowing behind.
So dynamic, so dynamic. Base is not final. Again, that's just the paint master, so we'll go back and we'll rework the base just like we did with Squirrel Girl. I think this is the first time we might be showing the Squirrel Girl base.
The leaf print there.
The leaf print actually wrapping over the edges. I think that's going to be really neat. That's just an early factory sample. We're still working things out on that particular piece. We're expecting her to arrive at retail about May.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then Thor and Loki, I believe you reviewed both of those. Yeah. So those go well together, and Thor's out now. Loki will be arriving to retailers by the end of this month, early next month.
Sweet.
Yep. And then for our Marvel fine art statues, fine art being individually numbered, cold cast porcelain, we've got Vision. This is an early factory sample, and I'm excited to announce the next fine art statue will be Punisher.
Punisher.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. So we've got Punisher in a very dynamic pose. Up against the wall, he'll come with multiple parts, so you can do different poses, different head sculpt. That's all what we're all planning on doing that. Hopefully it'll all materialize. I expect Punisher will be on display at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay, excellent.
If not sooner. So, and then for the first time ever, we are debuting our Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Look at that.
Yeah, we've got and that baby Groot, we're hoping to make that removable, so maybe a magnet system.
Okay.
We still haven't figured that out exactly, because we just got this paint master in earlier this week. We've got the helmeted portrait too, so you can switch that out. We really got into the movie assets and tried to make that make his outfit as authentic as possible, down to every last button and every even to the textures on his pants and his boots. Yeah.
Love the Walkman and like the little cable going up to the headphones and everything. It just looks amazing.
Yeah, and I think the portrait we got down pretty good too. Chris Pratt's likeness is pretty spot on, I think.
Definitely.
And then for the first time ever, we are debuting our Spider-Man 2099. I wasn't even aware we were going to have this on display, so when they unwrapped it, I was just blown away. And
one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes, and he looks incredible.
Just the effects that we're going to be doing with his back, like the webbing flowing in the air, and just the pose itself, just an incredible piece. Spider-Man and Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, those are both out now. And next will be, I believe, Spider-Gwen. And as you can see here, we have her alternate portrait attached. She'll come with two different heads, as you see here. and then it'll be Agent Venom. Carnage we weren't able to bring to the show, but he's currently up for pre-order now.
Okay.
And then the final piece is Venom. Venom. And I can say I've seen an early photo of the sculpt in progress. He's massive, and just going to be a great way to close out this particular line. But I'm happy to say that we're going to keep that Marvel Artifacts Plus series going with not just one but 2 more series. We're currently working on those, and no announcements that I can make now, but hopefully at Comic-Con we'll have those, the artwork on display, and maybe even the first sculpts.
Ooh,
real exciting.
Very exciting stuff.
For fans of the Marvel Artifacts Plus collection, that is going to keep on going strong.
That's good.
Yeah. And then finally we have our Deadpool. We're calling this Super Deadpool or Deadpool 2017. Artifact scale, as you can see, he's leaping across these beams here. Really dynamic pose. And what's really fun about this piece is he comes with multiple accessories. You can have him, as you see here, with the clown wig on. It's just got a rubber strap, so you just put it around his chin. But you can take that off, and you can have him more serious with the knives and the guns and the grenades and the magnums. It's all there. So there's just so many different display options with this particular Deadpool, and we expect him to arrive at retail around March or April of this year.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a lot of incredible things on display, as always, but it's so great to just see everything from Star Wars to Marvel to DC. Wonderful products here. So, Dan, thank you so much for taking the time to walk us through all of it.
Thank you, as always, for coming by and spending some time to hear what we've got in the works. Always look forward to hearing feedback from you and your viewers. If you'd like to post some feedback, if your viewers would like to post some feedback, visit us on our Facebook page. It's simply facebook.com/Kotobukiya. If you'd like to pre-order some of these items, you can go to our website, kotous.com.
Excellent. All right, well, there you guys go. A look at what's on display here at the Kotobukiya booth at the 2017 New York Toy Fair.
Stay up to date with Pixel Dan at Toy Fair. Follow at Pixel Dan on Twitter or /Pixel Dan on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in to your premier source for all things toys, Pixel Dan. See you again.